Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Texas offense will get the football first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but it converts on fourth down. Still going. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
So UTEP's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Miners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Safe completion on the screen. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Lost a throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally...
Touchdown, Texas! And they have the first points of the game. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wilson on the carry. Fights off a defender. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. Get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Dumps it off in the flats. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 11 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Off the RPO, complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead? Can the D deny them on second and goal? They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're...
Picked off to stop the threat. The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening through your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
Lots of running room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Miners are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Nelson. Here's a heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's Odom. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run it with Wilson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Shotgun snap on third down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Miners will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play action play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Miners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field.
On the set. Down.
The give to the back. Oh, a lot of space. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been...
Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Cincinnati is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 17 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the Texas offense.
Green 25.
Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Gets rid of it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Makes the catch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Miners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Going right to work up top. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. The give and tick, 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 tick. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running into the open space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run, and looking for the first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 16 to Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything comes from the 12-yard line. They want to run it left here.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Locklear. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Rush is on him. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Miners decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. Continues to fight for yards. And the returner goes down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.